Okay, here we are. So yeah, there's a delay, and I got a couple different delays. Yay, here we are. All right. Welcome everybody to the Nuadan Chronicles, episode 3. I need to start coming up with fancy names for these things ahead of time. That's okay. Yeah, new faces. Yeah, Teddy Bomb, you missed our last episode. Our two friends were not able to join us for the first episode due to real life interfering with our amazing adventures, but that's okay. It happens. We wrapped up the rest of the party, and we were able to leave through the Dragon's Gate outside of the bay. Well, we will be leaving the Bay of Voldris. But anyway, everyone's here. I was able to find the info, so everything's going very well here tonight. So let's go ahead and get started. If you're not familiar with, just gonna kind of breeze through some of the stuff. We start a little late tonight. If you're not familiar with our consent mechanics, please go watch episode 1. We have them real quickly: green, yellow, and red topic. Green's fair game. Yellow we kind of quickly talk about. Red topics are things that we just don't discuss. They may happen here in the world of Nuada, but it's not the focus of our adventures. So there's that. I'm hearing a lot of noise, guys. Is that us? Who's that? Maybe it's me. Is that me? Oh, that's me. Oh, man.
Thank God you're pretty, Adam.
No? Yeah, there you go. Okay. Yeah. The only thing I got going for me here at this point, I can maybe tell a story. Those are 2 skills I got. I'm pretty and I can tell a story. Other than that, that's all we got. Okay. After that, so those are our consent mechanics. We're going to do a quick introduction of everyone before we get started. Just if you don't know, I'm Adam. I'm the Vampire Interpreter. That's where you can find me on Instagram. I post all the fun shows that I'm doing. I will be the game master here for hopefully all of Nuadan Chronicles, but specifically so far. We will. That's about it. I'll talk more about what I do later, but you're probably excited to get started. So let's go to Raquel.
Hi, everybody. I'm Raquel. I am playing Tally, and my character is a ball of mechanical chaos. But that's fun.
Indeed. All right, let's jump down to John. John, who are you playing? Oh, I forgot. Hold on. I always do my favorite thing. Raquel, Tally, what was your favorite part about last episode, and what are you looking forward to this episode?
My favorite part of last episode is when my character flawlessly fixed the ship and did her job. She's good at her job.
There you go. What are you looking forward to this episode?
Well, any hijinks we can get into. I just, I never want to miss an opportunity to be a little silly.
There will be. There hopefully will be, and there's going to be some shade here tonight. Speaking of shade, let's jump down into the shade. John, introduce yourself.
I love you too, Adam.
Favorite part about last episode, and what you're looking forward to this episode.
Hello, everybody. I am Jonathan. You can find me pretty much everywhere online as Nox Eternus. My character that I am playing is Einar Jothan, the recently reinstated Warden. That's what I am. I'm pretty tonight too.
So what are we looking forward to this episode?
Of course, duh.
I am looking. Favorite part of last episode was the surprise reinstatement. I didn't see that coming. Thank you, audience, for that one. That was really cool. As far as what I'm looking forward to tonight, totally not having awkward conversations with my ex. Totally not going to happen.
I'm sure we can avoid that. It's not going to happen. Let's jump over to Mitch. Mitch, why don't you introduce yourself, who you're playing, favorite part about last episode, and what you're looking forward to this episode.
Yeah, hi, I am Mitchell, also known as Penny Fertel on all the socials. Last episode, I really liked how Gentleman Captain basically rescued everyone from the prison via his own maneuvers, intelligence, and crafty acrobatics. And this episode, I'm very excited to I think carry the team for the most part. So between these two things, yeah, I'm very excited.
And then
I think we
the
all
episode
watched
of
a
after
different
that was-
episode.
what to do with your back injury? Just carrying this everyone is just really.
I know, right? Like, oh god, that's why he has to
Can't
ship.
relate.
Carry.
All right, let's jump over to you, Catherine. Introduce yourself. Favorite part about last episode and what you're looking forward to this episode.
Hi, I'm Catherine. You can find me on Instagram at smallfry. I am playing Rhea Reyozen. And my favorite part about last episode was actually, you know what, was Rokar. Just out there winning. You know, I tried to save my projector and fell flat on my face, and he tried to save the projector and fell on me. So, but he did it.
Whee!
So for the win.
So
This
what is this episode?
I am excited to meet our new friend.
Oh, yeah, the first mate,
Mm-hmm.
or whoever dressed up as one of the two. All right, and last but certainly not least, let's jump up to you, Alex. Introduce yourself, favorite part about last episode, and what you're looking forward to this episode.
Hi, I'm Lex. I play Zethania. My perpetual favorite part of every episode is listening to Adam attempt to pronounce my name. But my favorite part of last episode specifically was not so much Rokar saving us from prison as his attempt to save us from prison with the smoke bomb that was hidden somewhere totally legitimate. This episode, I think this episode, I'm also really looking forward to having a healthy, very, very normal reconciliation with my ex that won't be shady or mean in any way, shape, or form.
Excellent. I love the extra drama that my cast members bring to the story. I set it up. You guys make it horribly awkward for your characters, which is only fun to watch. So that's great.
Always.
All right. So I think that's it. So with that, you got we occasionally look at the chat, get something funny to say. Maybe you want to throw in a little curveball here. You never know. The audience has always had a good idea every now and again that makes the show better. So keep chatting, keep getting involved. Retweet, share the show. That would be awesome. Follow, subscribe, anything like that. The backer kit is reopened for the Nuadan Chronicles. If you would like to get a copy after watching us have an amazing time in this world. So that being said, it's time to get into this amazing world. So you guys have been traveling for, we'll say only 2.5 days because the ship itself is powered. It has two kind of primary. It has a steam engine, can have backup sails, but it also will be powered from time to time by flux crystals. The ship itself is not that fancy. It doesn't sustain everything through that, but whenever you guys want to move quickly and have a low draft, you fire that bad boy up. It makes an horribly obscene noise that Tally just hates, and she has been spending the last 2 days trying to get it to stop that annoying noise, but to no avail. Again,
It's
put
a
on those
feature, it's not a
rose-colored
bug.
glasses. Yeah, it's a feature. There you go. And you can figure out how to try to fix that feature maybe here in the future. But it's working. Exactly. Percussive maintenance is always a good way to fix things. So the weather has been very fair. There was a little bit of rain last night, but it is coming upon dawn of the third day. And you guys will be leaving the Bay of Uldris. So if this were a movie, and that's kind of how I like to mentally imagine my stories, The camera is gonna, come down from the sky, do a nice pass over the ship, and this is gonna be an opportunity for you guys to tell me, as we check in our crewmates, what are each of you doing? Let's start with. I think I want to end with the gentleman captain because it's his ship, and I feel like whatever he's doing has to be the most important.
I
So
built
he'll
this.
probably be in the yeah. Rhea, where are you on the ship? What is your character doing in preparation? The captain tells you in 2 days' time you will be there. You will be at the daggers of the Thresher, which is where the real treacherous part of the journey begins. In theory, treacherous for any other ship, but yours, of course, is in fine working order and will have such a low draft that you'll just breeze right over it. But what are you doing in preparation?
Definitely doing a combination of checking through all of my notes and also kind of double checking to make sure we're on course and that the map matches up, so we're not hopefully getting spiked on some rocks.
Okay. You know what? We're going to go ahead here. I'm going to give you an opportunity to maybe help you out in the future since you're taking time to look into it. There's my dice. There we go. I have everything ready, but I didn't have my soda pop here. All right, but that's okay. Catherine, why don't you give me, I like this, you can give me a knowledge, we'll just check. Hold on here. Ooh, you know what? I'm not sure if you, of course you knew this the whole time, but you have a cool talent called Detailed Insight. After spending at least 30 minutes examining an area or object, and I'll count the map as an object, gain a +2 success rated to any relevant task to discover more information. We're actually going to skip the roll. We'll just skip the roll in general. Because you've spent 30 minutes doing that, I will give you a +2 success rating on a future roll. There's no need to even roll. Because you have such a detailed insight, we can skip all that. I don't particularly have anything to give you right now, but I'm certain all sorts of shenanigans will happen in between then, and I will find an opportunity to give you that bonus. Anything else you're doing? So I see this in my mind's eye that your character's, poring over the notes, writing things down, or typing them, because, whichever. The typewriter here, which is not extremely bulky as you would expect, but it's, the expect is in the audience imagining this pseudo electro fantasy world. It's a little bit smaller, but it still does a little zap every time the letters come up and strike the page. So you're making
you know what? I'm gonna be doing that, and then once it's done, ripping off parts of those and sticking it in the book, and using something to, I don't know, maybe like solder it by gluing it in there. I just like that idea. That you can just.
Okay, you know what I do, and I know, one of the nice things about being able to play this game before everyone else gets to see it and for all the art's done, we get a little bit of an idea of what it looks like. I can almost see your fancy book almost having like thin pieces of it's not paper, it's, oh god, what is it?
A little bit closer to like.
But it's thicker. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I like that. Seems really cool. Love it. Yeah. It's good. It's good. And it's raised. You could reprint it. Boom. Because, of course, there you go. You're expecting to publish your memoirs after you find all this and make tons of money selling copies to all those
absolutely
colleges that have shown you up over the years.
I'm thinking about the foreword. I dedicate this to all of the people who didn't believe in me and go fuck yourself.
I love
It's okay,
that.
we're an adult show.
We stand.
All right, so now let's jump over to Tally. Where are you? I mean, I have an idea of where you are, but
I'm in the engine room. Where else would I be?
Yeah. So there's and it is the most annoying noise to you, but at this point, now that you've been listening to it for 2 days, I don't know. Are you at peace with it, or is it only vexing you even further? Tell me, Tally.
I think deep down it's causing me to have an existential crisis with the intense and visceral murderous rage it is building up inside my little tiny body. And at any moment, she is only this close from snapping.
Awesome. You know what? I love it at this point in time. So I imagine you're there probably doing some sort of mundane maintenance just to keep you calm. You've probably done this task a couple of times. And as you're I don't want to say changing the oil. You're recalibrating. That's a good calibrating is always a good fancy tech word that has no meaning. So you're recalibrating just some of the energy that flows from essentially the starboard flux crystal, which is the one that's been replaced, to the port one, which didn't need to be replaced, but definitely outdated. And then there's going to be a clanging sound to your right. What do you? It's just cling, 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 cling. It sounds like you don't know. It could be anything with this ship. You don't know.
Well, I go over and investigate. Of course, these sounds are unacceptable. My work is solid. I'm a good craftsman.
So as you approach there, I don't think we need a dice roll. We're just having a little bit of fun. I have to pull up a tiny little thing real fast, just so I know. So you kind of move a couple of parts past. You've definitely got spare gears that this should have been replaced years ago. You're tossing it to the side, and you see this small, almost iridescently purple creature, first mate of the ship. Mitch, the name of it is Queen
Jamil, also formerly known as First Mate PP.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Queen Jamil.
All right, so Queen Jamil, this small looking, it's called a Pooji. It looks like a snake, but it has like ferret fur that goes down its back, and it has little tiny arms, and it just kind of.
It has a hat. You. There is a hat there. A tricorner hat.
Tiny little hat.
She also has a gun.
Kind of, like a try.
She also has a gun. No, actually, here's what it has. It has a little tiny bolt in its hand.
Give me that! Give me that right now!
So when you let forth this, I would say, shrill yell, "Give me that!" It's the thing has eyebrows. It does now. I love the art though. So its eyebrows will go up, and it looks startled and goes like, and it like slithers at lightning speed behind one of the boilers. Tali has discovered her nemesis. There you go, Tali. Your enemy is here.
Must not break down the boiler. Don't take apart the boiler. It's fine. You can keep the boiler together. Okay. Listen, you. She puts her head on the floor.
You feel there, and suddenly something hits you in the cheek, that's facing up, and it's the bolt. And looking down above you from on top of the boiler is the first mate. And then after it bounces off your cheek and it looks up, it goes and disappears.
Mark my words, PP. You will find my wrath someday.
All right, I think we have now established the new rivalry of the ship. I like this. I like it here.
Only rage. I feel only rage.
All right, so we're all gonna die right here because Tali's gonna kill us, trying to kill Queen Jamil. yes, I love that, Knox. That's.
Oh my god.
All right, so there you go. Let's jump down to you, Einar. Where are you and what are you doing?
Oh, hell. Well, I probably need to be somewhere near where the captain is if we're on our way out finally. Since apparently my badge is about the only way we're going to be able to get out.
So that is indeed true, actually. Since you have kind of gone ahead and led us into that, we'll interrupt our introductions. We're going to say there's you and Rokar are on the bridge. So this bridge definitely has, for those that have the fantasy idea of this world, the bridge is actually one of the few places that looks very nice. There is various sorts of knobs and wheels, very I would say very advanced, because we must remember the Peregrine was actually a really well-constructed ship for its time. It's just that was a couple decades ago. You guys are now approaching there are two when you leave the Bay of Uldris, there are two cities. So I can't show you the map just because I can't literally grab my screen and show it up here. But so if you kind of think of it, I'm going to draw it kind of like this with my hands here. You guys came from up here, the capital city. And as you guys try to leave the bay, there are two cities on opposite sides, the Twin City. They both have, they're not matching, but we could call them twin statues. They complement one another. They reach to the sky, not to the sky. They are very large, enormous. I would say, think Statue of Liberty. Now, there's a lot of, I would say, Rokar's probably been here. Ziathania, you've probably gone by. Many people, actually, we'll say, Einar, you haven't been here in such a time, and you remember hearing those van braces. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah. But you have, there's always the rumor that you can see both of the statues as they leave the Bay of Uldris. That's, you almost wish that were true. It would just be a testament to your people and what they've accomplished in such a brief amount of time in their independence from Mirath. But I say this as in, it is a child's fantasy to see both, but you can still see a massive metal statue. It actually moves. It's like arms can move. But as you get closer, though, you're expecting this. The radio will come to life, and it will be the name of the city, which is, I've got to, on the map, is, we just got to make it a little bigger so I can read it. San Jothan. So the radio will come to life. San Jothan Tower to the Peregrine. Please state your business.
Yeah, this is Red One. Thank you for calling in. This is fine. We are sausage, not carrying any illegal cargo, so you don't have to search. We do have a warden on board, so I don't know. Is there a phrase that should they show the badge up in the air? I don't know what you want from me.
There's
Over.
a long pause. Why don't you put the warden on the speaker, please?
Yeah, the speaker, or did you want like a direct line? My speaker system doesn't really work.
Would you just
got
give it
shot.
to me, please?
Yeah, here we go. Toss it over.
Warden,
This
state
is
your
Warden.
name and serial number.
Einar Jothan, and he will relay the serial number.
All right, I was going to let you make it up, so make up a number, John.
Oh God, I'm terrible making. Why would you do this to me?
X. It's Zeta
3696.
Alpha.
It's 8. It's
Ron,
86759. It has to
What
be.
is it?
It is a number. I'm bad at making up random numbers, y'all.
531.
Teddy Bomber has said it here. I like it. We're going to steal his. 5151961965216216. That is now officially your number, and I better copy that down. I'm literally.
Please copy that down. I will never remember it. Thank you very much to the audience for saving my behind on that. I am terrible
There we go.
at coming
I'm
up with
gonna
numbers
make
on the
them up
fly.
if I can.
Yeah,
Me too. I
and
have dyscalculia. I get it.
And Captain Gentleman is also
Yeah.
writing it down.
That can't be
Safekeeping.
good.
So so we don't forget it in the future.
Exactly. All right, John,
Friends
I'm going to
like
warn
these,
you
who needs
here.
enemies?
I'm going to force you to improvise here because all those notes I gave you totally included all the stuff I make up. Copy that. Please state your code word for
Code is Argent.
situation alpha. Thank you. Please wait. A few moments pass as they come back. You guys are now passing the city. Or once it was ahead of you in the horizon, but more to your right. Your starboard side. Let's go say 2 o'clock. It is now passing to the 5 o'clock side. You will get another message. Warden Einar, we have a message here from one of your compatriots in the capital city. Are you ready?
Go ahead. Go ahead, yes.
Findings inconclusive in regards to suspect's death. Important note. Substance found in air. Seawater and star oil. End of message. So let's go ahead and have you, Jonathan. Let's see what. Give me a knowledge hubris check.
All right. Making me with the rolls early on. I'm here for this.
Yeah. So you're rolling. You're rolling percentiles. You've got to get below your intelligence, which is 30, but you start with 5 degrees of success. But I'm going to drop it down by 1 because this isn't directly related to Uldris. So you're down to 4 starting successes.
You're going to have to help me on the math because I unfortunately do actually have this calculator, so this will be fun.
That's yeah, you just roll and you tell me what you get. I got you.
1 or 2 d10s, I can't remember yet. 2
d10s, so one of them's going to be the 10 side, and the other is you're making a percentile.
Okay. It's a 3 and a 1.
So that'll be a 31. So you fail by 1%, which means you do not. If you fail by anything, just to review for everyone, for every 10 you fail by, it reduces your success rating. If you literally failed by 1, it doesn't reduce your success rating. You started with 4 successes, you succeed. So,
shit. Okay.
This, so what this indicates to you is, and its overall meaning, you don't understand, but star oil is specifically, it's a form of oil. It's really not too terribly different than
what I know
vegetable oils and different oils. Would you know this?
Yes.
So I don't believe that you're on the bridge. That's the problem.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
That being said, just as a general note, let me check because if it does come up in conversation, it's worth me tossing out.
Oh, I'm totally gonna bring it to other people because I'm
just checking to see if anyone is particularly ignorant of this. All right, Okar, you don't know, but everyone else will catch on.
Stupid Rokar.
Well, I pilot the ship. I don't put stuff in it.
I don't do
Listen, the pilots need to go burr.
Because you're a Caldonian, this knowledge is a little bit more esoteric to you. So, for you, Einar, it's kind of like star oil is added to seawater as part of essentially the religion of the Mirath, part of the imperial cult. So, what that would probably mean, especially if it was found in their hair, that this person baptized themselves before death. Because that's something you do. So
that's great.
Now
that's exactly what I wanted. I'm dealing with.
Yeah, its overall meaning outside of it's part of their religious practice. You're not part of the imperial cult. You would have to look into that a little bit more, but it gives you a hint of maybe what's going on. So after that goes over, the speaker, that's what you hear. And that's the end of the message. Peregrine, you are clear to continue. Be careful and safe out there.
That out. And
So now
Einar
what do
then
you
look to. He will then look to the captain gentleman. We're clear. Also, give me what you just wrote down. I'm not stupid.
Quickly, Queen Jamil, run, go, go! Is it in the air?
So Queen Jamil will be, it'll be sitting on one of the various contraptions with rose-colored glasses it seems to have taken from someone. It's got it on its face.
Oh no.
Death sentence.
I will, in
Best
fact,
ever.
take out a nut from my pocket, hold it up. Jamil. Come here. Come here.
It slithers a little
Oh,
closer.
Jamil.
Mhm.
Don't. She's. Don't do it. No, I'll give you a pay raise. We'll hit the minimum wage at least. I promise.
It
I
puts
will
the rose-colored
toss it so
glasses
that-
down and reaches.
And I will toss the nut and pick up the glasses.
All right, there you go. So it kind of lets out this noise of
Paper, now.
and slithers off.
Well, I tossed it in the air. It's out and about. It belongs to the sea
Good.
now.
Good.
Yep.
All right. Also,
Tanya, where are
Einar
you?
is making the mental note
Oh,
to
I'm
have them
sorry.
change his serial number as soon as he gets back.
Good
Independence
plan.
Einar, you need your
0,
serial
0,
number,
0,
and
0,
there
0?
are. Yeah, you need your number, and there are 12 code phrases you had to memorize. So whichever code phrase tossed at you, you have to know the response to it. So that's the other layer of secrecy. So the number's great, but you know, he's got to be ready with the rest. All right. So, but that being said, let's go down to Zethania. What are you doing?
I am hanging out in my extremely luxurious quarters. The hell away from all of this.
Is there anything you're particularly doing while you're the hell away from all that?
Stewing mostly. She's doing one of those
Stewing,
sitting
alright.
alone, like I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I did one of those kind of.
Gotcha.
Adorable pouting.
Adorable pouting. I like
I'm-
that.
you know,
Zethania doesn't
there's a
pout.
lot I could. Yeah, and I was like, and if Zethania, it's probably not adorable. It's probably more threatening. I feel like Alex can play adorable characters, but this is not one of them. So, you know what? I am going to roll a die and see out of which of the rest of the crew will be fortunate / unfortunate enough to interrupt Zethania's stewing / meditation. Let's just see what happens here. All right. We're gonna say
Not
I
it.
roll a 6.
Not
Actually,
it.
no, audience. There you go. Audience. Yes. No, I'm not gonna leave it to the gods. I'm gonna leave it to the audience. Who is gonna interrupt Zethania? Who is it? Are we gonna have the ex Einar? Is it gonna be Rokar? Is Rhea, or is Tally gonna come in looking for the little poodle pet? All right, I got 2 for Einar. Let's see what else here. We got 2.
Of
You
course.
guys-
Audience, I love you. Come on, man.
Here's what we do.
That's
Don't
three,
do this
that's
to us
four.
early.
Keep chatting. I'm gonna refill my soda real fast. That's what we're doing. All right, I'm running.
Oh,
Why would you even take
Oh,
this to the
man.
audience? You know they're gonna vote for Einar.
Oh,
oh, I am doing
Oh, we got a Rhea.
2, 3.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wait a
Hey,
minute.
hey,
I think
someone-
someone's
Mitch,
voting
that
more than
doesn't
one
count.
yes.
yeah,
hacks.
I think I see a familiar username. down there.
You're just trying to make sure that it's not Rokar. All right, everyone vote for
No,
Rokar.
that's a bot. That's a bot, okay? That's a Penny for a Tell bot. I don't have control over that.
All right, let's check. Sorry about that. I was like, oh, perfect time here. All right. Oh,
it was the gentleman captain.
Channel. I love it. Nox and Lex are
You
so
don't have
good
to look.
together. That
You don't
is
have to look.
cool.
I can tell
No.
you it's the gentleman captain.
Nope.
Definitely Rokar.
It's
That's
so weird that no one wants to
out.
come hang out with me.
Oh, you know what?
hang out
It's
with
perfectly even. It's perfectly even. It's 3 for Adar and 3 for the gentleman captain. Seeing as the gentleman captain voted 3 times for not himself.
There's
That's
no
how voting
proof.
works, right?
Einar, you're the one that
Totally.
wins. So you won the terrible lottery of interrupting. So,
Where did I put my popcorn?
there you go. You know what? I'm going to leave it to you, John, to come up with a reason of why you're deciding to enter the captain's chamber where you know where Ziathania is. Maybe you're going to consult with her on some of the information you found. I don't know. Let's go ahead. So I'll let you narrate. What do you do? I'm not going to dig your hole any more than you will.
I'm absolutely going to dig this hole. After pacing around outside of it for several long minutes, trying to talk myself out of going inside, there has to be a better way to do this. There's absolutely not going to be a better way to do this. I could go ask the archaeologist. That would probably be a snow, but she may not know. Fuck. Fine.
Come in.
And Einar will step in.
And Zathana looks very surprised that it's him of all people. Well, that's not what I was expecting.
I'm sure you were expecting
What can
Rokar
I-
with some harebrained scheme to get his room back.
Yes, in fact, that's exactly what I was expecting.
No, he's.
So what can I...
Never mind.
What can I do for you, Warden?
I have had a bit of information presented to me and wanted to know if you might be able to give me any insight on it.
Perhaps. What do you have?
It's some information I was presented regarding one of the individuals that we encountered trying to destroy the projector or take it with them. And it was that they had anointed themselves with star oil and seawater.
Should I make a roll for this as well?
No, I'm going to say that you being, you are actually slightly more educated in this particular area than, actually, here's what we're going to do. Oh, this will be, just actually you're a little less educated than the warden. Why don't you play ignorant, and then we'll let Einar roleplay educating you, which I'm sure you'll love.
You're the official warden again? Why don't you tell me what you think it means first?
I know that it has some religious significance, that it's in some way related to the imperial cult, to the cult of Marath, but I'm not sure of the exact significance, hence why I elected to ask you, just on the off chance that you might know something more about it.
I don't know much about their religious order. Yes, the number of studies I've undertaken in the years since you've been absent, correct? Those studies?
Yes, those studies.
Good. I thought so. Yes. No, I don't think I know any more than you do. But is this something you think that we should keep an eye on? I'm not sure how much this ship can take if we have another attack.
I would assume that the engineer, technomancer, I'm not really sure of qualifications, will be able to patch up anything that we encounter, though I do have to remember to get these back to her. He will hold up the rose-tinted glasses. Seems to have dropped them somehow.
Always the first one to rescue a damsel in distress, no?
You certainly didn't have any complaints about that.
That was a long time ago.
Yes, it was. But not much has changed on that front. So maybe
I think a lot has changed.
Yes, well, I'll do my best not to fall in love with this one.
Your best wasn't very good last time.
We'll say that I've learned a great deal from you.
Glad to have been of service to you, Warden.
Ooh, I love it, and that's where we're gonna end it. That's where we're gonna end that scene. All right.
Oh, so good.
Oh my god.
Listen. All right. So that being said,
Just perfect chef kiss. Oh, I love it.
I'm sweating.
So here's what I think we're gonna do. We're gonna we've learned a lot about Ziathania and Einar, but I think we're gonna give Rhea and Tally a second to spend with one another and maybe let those two bond, have some fun, and let you guys improvise. You know, that huge backstory I wrote that was, only like what 10 sentences that you guys are just gonna make up now. So we're gonna fast forward a little bit. Night has fallen, and I like the idea, Rhea, of you on deck of the ship, messing with the projector of the projector of the, I'm just gonna say, Shared Empire. You're just kind of tweaking with it. You're not an expert, but you're able to turn it back on, and we're gonna say that's when Tally's like walking across the deck, eating something, and you suddenly see this thing. You would actually.
I smell technology that's broken.
That is correct. It is.
It's not necessarily broken. You see really cool tech. So you guys don't really have hollow projectors, to give it a fancy term, as this does. So there's this glowing projection that just appears in front of you, and you're just like, we're gonna say you're carrying a box, and you're just like, doop doop. And I will let you role play. You're now what you see.
So what was I eating? Was I eating like the equivalent of a space hot dog? Can we go with that?
We aren't in space, so I'm thinking you'd probably have some sort of dried food. So probably some sort of dried meat.
Okay.
And,
so big thing of jerky.
Wait a minute. Yeah, dried jerky. I'm sitting here. There's an animal here. Yeah, broken dice here. Broken. What are they eating? That's your job. You're gonna tell Tally what
Give us a
smoked
good
meat
snack.
is eating. But go ahead. We got fish jerky, which probably makes sense. We'll see if broken dice pops up anything. Go ahead, Tally. You're eating some sort of jerky. I'll fill in the audience here in a second. But go ahead and roll.
I see that you're struggling with the projector. Do you want a hand?
Yeah, and like you see her kind of hitting the thing, and it was a lot
If you're going
clearer
to hit
before,
it,
but
you have
now
to
it's
call
like,
it nice names.
oh, well, Tula here is being a little finicky after she was dropped. Well, not dropped, almost smashed, but thankfully Rokar saved her. But I can't get her to focus again. So it's all like this is nice, but it's so much fuzzier than it was before.
I can fix that. And Tali walks over, half-eaten, kind of slobbery jerky in one hand, and she's still chewing while she's talking to you. So you're probably getting whiffs of jerky as she's speaking to you. But she has her big brain, rose-colored glasses on. She goes, "I can, yeah. Let me take a look at that because I think I can fix that."
Yeah, that would be great.
Ooh.
Do I get to roll this?
Yeah, I'm looking through your character sheet and I see a fun little thing that might come up later. It's like,
Oh, yes, I'm excited.
I totally saw that earlier. Okay, see, can you? Gotcha. Okay, I'm just checking your stuff here. Okay,
We're here to take down big tech.
Yeah. I'm here to fix tech and chew jerky, and I'm all out of jerky. Ooh, we won't worry about that. I'll fart around with that later. That sounds fun. Okay, so you've got two things that I feel really apply right now. So you obviously have your tech skills, but you also have a poor quality tech kit. But we're gonna go. But that grants you one additional degree of success when using your tech skill. So
Awesome.
You start with 6, but that's gonna upgrade you to 7. You don't. I'm gonna go ahead and penalize you by 3 because you've not really, like, this is really advanced tech, but we're still there. Where it says we're hardly hearing me. Can we hardly hear me? Is T-Dorf just losing his hearing? We'll see. I'll try to get a little closer to the mic here. Wow, it's my pegs. I was looking away. All right, so you're at 7.
Get that ASMR just right into the mic.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. Take away 3, take 4. Sweet nothing. You moved your. Okay, there we go. Our producer said they moved up my levels, so I don't want to be making out with the microphone. You start with 4 degrees of success or 4 success. Go ahead and roll me that D100 or 2 10s, however you want to get it done, Tali.
All right. And I got a 31.
31 is intelligence, which is enough for you to succeed. It's 9, so it's not the full to get an extra 6, but that's plenty. So you did just fine. Okay. So you use your you sit down, chewing your jerky, pull open your satchel, and you pull out your spammer, like I said, which is very sonic screwdriver-esque, and a few other tools. You pop off a panel on the side. And probably the most interesting thing to you about this would be the lack of accumulation of dust and just lack of gunk. It actually is functioning just fine outside of some dings. You turn your spammer to a nice fun settings, and the projection image clears up a bit. Now, that being said, you guys already kind of knew where you were going. So what is a result, though, I'm going to make a note here. And Tali, if you have to deal with any Thasharid Empire tech, you're going to get a +1 success rating because you've already gotten to tinker with it. So there we go.
Big brain only.
So the so the projection clears up, and I'll leave you guys to role play just a few more minutes before we move this adventure along. So go right on ahead.
Oh, this is perfect. Thank you so much.
Honestly, that was surprisingly less complicated than I thought it was going to be. Thank God. I'm just glad I didn't set fire to the entire room. And then she smiles at you.
Well, the technology that they had is fascinating. So I'm really hoping that we actually do find Subsidia. If we find this, we could have just the technology bloom that could happen would be amazing in and of itself.
I have a good idea. Maybe if I can get my hands and practice tinkering on more tech, perhaps I could build something amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it would be great.
Both?
Indeed, it would be.
I mean, you definitely, saved the team's skin a couple of times. This one and the old one too. Otherwise we wouldn't have made it out of the forest without you.
I know. Well, that's my job. If I couldn't do it well, then why am I here?
Succeed
So
or
with
die.
that,
Got it.
The sun sets. We will, as I like comparing many of my stories to a movie. We would dissolve the scene away until around noon the next day. Everyone is moving about the deck as you guys approach the daggers of the Thresher, which is really, it's really just rocks sticking out of the sea. It's actually relative, like you guys can see the coastline. It's not too terribly far off, but just rocks and I don't want to say spikes because they're not legitimately spikes, but they're very sharp kind of pieces of land that stick out. The draft is, so most ships have to worry about their draft goes too low and they're just going to get tore up. There are larger outcropping of land. There's actually even a couple of really tall looking, they would look like spires that stick up that, if you were to climb them, that would be very dangerous. But if you tried that, you could have a great bird's eye view of miles and miles around. So here it is, your opportunity. Yes, Rhea.
Can we tech the tech? What I'd like to do, if possible, chance at messing with the tech, but seeing if we can somehow attach it to, I don't know, maybe like if the ship has like a floodlight or something, to see if we can expand the projector so it shows us the path through.
So the projector doesn't show you the path through. Rokar, in according to his boasting, which we're not sure how true that always is, he has gone through here several times, and his ship will be just fine. So that being said,
We
if you
believe
run
in
into
you,
trouble,
Captain.
Yes,
Things
Oh,
get
we're
real
all gonna die.
attacking the tech is there's a reason you have an engineer. So that being said, let's go ahead and Rokar here. Okay, let's take a look here. You're gonna do your pilot check. I'm gonna see if we got anything fun here. You have a fun talent called Lucky Operator. When attempting a risky maneuver with an airship or any ship, will get one success rating to the pilot skill.
Yeah, I'm going to make a risky maneuver. Whether it's not, it's going to turn into a risky maneuver.
We're all gonna die.
Yup.
All right,
It's fine.
you're gonna navigating. So you turn on the engine. You turn on the flux crystal engine. That annoying noise actually, when it's on full power, it actually becomes less annoying. It actually sounds about 10% like it's supposed to. So as it starts flowing through the ship itself, you guys can feel it almost lift up in the water. And just, this, in theory, this is what you've paid for. But navigating the daggers of the Thresher is still a little difficult. So we've got our fancy flux crystal, so that's going to give us a little bit of bonus. Yeah, Ziathania and Anar have sailed with Rokar before, and they don't seem confident about this. It's always good. So we're going to say...
We're not.
So,
Not at all.
So they're slowly grabbing for the handles, and we have no idea. We're like, what?
In the Nuadan Chronicles, every airship comes standard with a bunch of oh shit handles, and you all grab them. So
It's the oh god's bar.
The tech's going to give you one. Your Your talent's going to give you 2 more, but Daggers of the Thresher, not exactly easy, so it's going to drop you back down to 4. So go ahead and roll
And
that.
I am lucky, so back up to 7.
You mean lucky, or do you mean you're a swashbuckler?
Swashbuckler. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
swashbuckling.
Yes. You're back
There's
up to
some
6.
buckles
though.
that need swashing.
So you're rolling your wisdom, which is 35.
La 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 la. All right, cool. I got 31.
Oh man, you guys are just rolling really well. Man, I'm gonna have some fun with this.
We can fail if you want. Like,
I mean, yeah, I'm just like, all right, I'm done with that. No, that being so, what's gonna happen though? Because you did so well, I had planned if you didn't do as well something, but we'll make it part of the scene. So, you guys, the ship responds very well, moving through the daggers of the Thresher, outcropping of rocks, narrowly past the hull. And in this we'll take this serene moment as you guys everything is going very well. This is great. There is, when I was there, a massive fish will swim by the ship, very much not a dolphin, you guys, that would only be so cool. But it's a ship, it's a fish that is massive. It looks kind of like what we would call a tuna, but it's got this huge spike at the center of it. These are called oh god, what was the term? Are they war tunas? I think that was. I remember going, oh, what? That sounds weird. But these things are dangerous. Sometimes, yeah, I was like, but they do not narwhals, guys. But luckily for you, you guys have navigated well enough that this fish, which does literally sink ships, can't quite get you guys in its sights. It was beautiful, and you can see this majestic animal. It's majestic right now because it's not trying to skewer the ship. So, aww. You come around the bend, and you have to come to a very abrupt halt. As
There's why we grabbed the Go Gods bars.
Yeah, and then all of you grab the oh shit handles as you come careening
No, shit.
yeah,
ship handles. Yeah.
There it is.
The shit handles.
Bad joke.
There it is.
I
War
hate
tuna.
that
It's a war tuna. So you grab on. It doesn't. Obviously, you're on water, so it doesn't come to a complete stop. But you guys kind of start to turn a little bit to port side as there was a wreckage of I don't want to say a galleon. It'd probably be more of a frigate. It is only slightly damaged from the rocks, but other than that, it's just floating in the water. What do you do? It's a fresh wreckage. It definitely doesn't look. Yeah, the creator.
Oh, so there's loot.
Yeah. Indeed, it is fresh. Like it doesn't look like. Yeah.
Yeah, I will go on the intercom and. Hello, yeah, this is your captain, Captain Gentleman speaking. Thank you for flying us today. Just want to say that there is a wreckage, possibly dead people inside. So if you're squeamish, best stay on board. Otherwise, myself and anyone welcome to is able to cross on over and take their stuff. Queen Jamil, this is not an option for you. We need you. Yes. All right, over and out.
All right, so the gentleman captain wants to board this wreckage. Does anyone wish to go with him?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with him to stop him from looting this wreckage.
I just want to see the tech.
I was gonna ask.
I'm the fucking
Well,
police.
maybe there's another crystal or something. Lux crystals are expensive.
This ship looks. So that being said, the ship looks well-to-do. On the outside, you can see various pipes and things. It's probably got a high-class steam engine. Could run on flux crystals. You don't know. There is some little. I don't want to say little tubes of energy that there is some sort of electricity or running through it, so something's on there. If anything, spare parts, and if anything, Tally knows this ship needs them. So is anyone who's staying on your ship? I guess.
Well, Queen Jamil is has the wheel. So.
Gotcha.
Oh God! An animal.
I love it.
Can't even touch anything. It's just on the wheel.
Somebody that's not a spastic cat, bat, rat, snake should probably stay on.
No, Queen Jamil, she's the best first
He's
mate.
got it in park. It's fine.
I'm
already stressed.
Yeah.
She knows how to load the cannons and stuff, so we're fine.
Oh God.
All right, so we've got. I know it seems like Rhea's staying over. Ziathania, are you begrudgingly going to the other ship, or are you staying on the Peregrine?
I'm gonna stay on the Peregrine. Went so well last time when I stayed behind.
All right. Okay, so you guys pull alongside, cross the ropes, dragging close to the ship the best you can. Oh, Chuddles has rating with 11. Thank you, Chuddles. And Favorite Forge RPG.
Thank you.
How's it going? It's going well so far, Favorite Forge RPG. No one's dead, and they're all passing their checks. Very unfortunately.
For now.
But
we can do no wrong.
We don't know. Yeah. So, you guys will climb aboard the ship. Within the for the most part, this is a larger ship. It's probably about twice as long as yours, and definitely wider. Which also tells you, Rokar, there's probably some fun stuff on here because it's dangerous to go through here in such a large ship. Obviously, it didn't work out for them, but you don't necessarily know. So where's the first place you guys are going to go?
Engine room!
Captain's quarters. What is this? Let's split up. I think that's probably the best way.
Split the party.
Yeah, I don't want to go anywhere with you. Yes!
Why? Damn.
If you're not going to come to the engine room with me, this trip was worth nothing.
Damn.
All right. So
you have to hold her part.
Are you guys going to go? You guys can go. I have no problem with you guys splitting the party. I have to get something, so I'm going to turn my camera off. It's not because I'm doing anything sinister, I promise.
Oh, God.
So, what are we doing?
I'll follow Tally. I feel like, I'm scared of having it elsewhere.
Heading to the engine room. I need to see the tech on this ship and also probably harvest parts so that when your ship is about to go boom, I can fix it.
I will be up to the helm.
The Peregrine can never go boom. It's pretty much indestructible.
But
sure,
I know that there's some flaws. Sorry.
And if you'd like to go to the helm, we'll go to the very sensitive engine machine room by ourselves and do some fun shenanigans. Bye.
So Einar, where are you going?
I'm going to up to the helm to, in theory, try to find any logs to find out what the hell happened to this ship. Because
all right, so I'm going to roll a
since
die
I'm
here. Real quick.
I'm in work mode.
All right, evens is we do Einar first. Odds we go with engine room team. Let's see what happens. It is odd. We are at engine room team. All right, so you guys head towards the aft of the ship. At the aft of the ship, you will find there's a porthole. Because you guys are heading straight to the engine room, you know there's always a little access port if you want to get there, especially in these fancier ones, which you can tell, obviously, this is one of them. Who's reaching for the access port to unscrew it?
Tally.
Tally? Yeah, sorry, I swear I'm not doing anything nefarious. I'm, you know. All
Serious,
right.
I don't know why
so
you would do that.
You grab a hold of the port, the access port. You begin turning. Opens up. You look down. It goes down about a deck. It's a ladder. And nothing appears to be amiss except for the fact you have yet to see any crew or any bodies.
Well, I go down the ladder. What else am I gonna do?
All right, you go down the ladder, Rokar. Are you muted? I think you're muted. Okay, I would thought you were thinking in silence.
No. Yeah. Captain Gentleman
pretty
is gonna
funny, though.
yell out into the ship like, "Hello, this is the Captain Gentleman, Warden Assistant. If you need me, I will be in the engine room if you need me. Thank you. Over." I don't know why I said over.
Coward!
What? Why am I a coward? I'm coming down with you. Just clear it out for me
Go
first.
faster!
Clear it out for me, guy. All right.
That's the fun part. You don't know what's at the bottom.
You get to the bottom.
Definitely having my sniper rifle out and ready to shoot someone in the head. If there are survivors.
All right.
I actually
In
don't remember
close
if I have
quarters.
weapons on my person beyond, like, a wrench.
360 no
I'll
scope.
take a real quick look, Raquel. Let's see what we have. You seem to have. You have a spammer, your sonic screwdriver, as I'm lovingly calling it. And you also seem to have things called shells. They seem to be like flashbangs.
Cool.
You also
take,
can like
flashbang
modify
now.
stuff as you go. Yeah.
Cool. That's even cooler. But I'm gonna take one of those flashbangs out just in case. Just teeny tiny, just a little in case.
You never know.
Tiny.
You guys move into the
know.
engine room. You do find a rather sophisticated flux crystal engine. And
Tally's eyes
oh yeah,
light
so it isn't
up.
quite the jackpot. What you do see though, when you come in and to I would say the port side of the ship, it's actually the starboard side because you guys are looking to your left, which is the right side of the ship because you're facing aft. There is steam venting from one of the pipes. When you look at it, it's punctured inward, as if a projectile has hit it. The steam itself isn't particularly. You don't want to sit there and bathe in it, but you could walk through it. Other than that, there is a few drops of blood on the ground. Einar, you head towards the helm.
I have made choices. Yes.
All right. What do you see? Well, actually, I shouldn't say what do you do. I tell you what you see. Duh. I swear I'm good at this.
I'm going to be looking around for any kind of logbook or anything, something to, in theory, that would be something that would have been in theory where the crew could have made a notation as to what happened before abandoning ship. Since clearly
you know
the
what?
vessel hasn't sunk.
Like that. Yeah, I like that.
It's almost like I'm good at my job.
Give me. You're gonna give me. I'm looking here. Give me a perception check. So, let me see if I'm reading anything else we got here. Unfortunately, quote unquote, for you is you seem to be more of a gun warden than completely an investigative warden. So you're doing your investigating, but you're not. You're just hoping there's a problem at the end of this investigating, because then you can shoot it.
I mean, yeah. Okay,
So you're gonna roll.
What am
Just
I-
I'll just tell you since I'm looking at. You're rolling 2 percentile, trying to get below a 36, starting with 3 successes. Or 3 success rating, sorry. White Wolf training here. It's not White Wolf. It's close enough sometimes.
Of course. Oh, that is... I rolled 21.
There you go, man. Jeez. All right, well, so you are able to get 4 degrees of success. I'm not... So, what would... If this, as I say, if this were a movie, there's a nice slow build as you're kind of in the captain's quarters looking around. You will immediately notice the desk itself has the symbol of Mirath. It is their flag.
Oh,
you
great.
are on board a Mirath naval vessel. So, that being said, there's the captain's log right there.
I will begin that slow, dramatic walk up to it. If you would like to pan away from me to the trouble in the engine room.
Oh, don't worry. There's trouble elsewhere right now. It's, believe it or not, the trouble's not on the other ship. So as you get closer, you will pick it up, and then we will cut over to Rhea and Zethania. What are the two of you doing?
Being safe.
I mean, yeah, maybe we'll see.
You know, if you distract the first mate, we could take this ship and leave them all right there. Think
But
about
I'm really
it.
bad at, yeah, but I'm really bad at sailing and will die.
It can't be that hard. Rokar does it.
I'd rather be stranded on an island.
You say that now, but you wait.
I need the two of you to make a perception check. So for you, Zethania, your perception is 35. For you, Rhea, your perception is 30.
Oh my goodness, that's a terrible roll.
You're welcome, Adam.
Oh, good. I love hearing this. All right.
So I'm pretty sure my success rating just went down to 0 based on that 67 I just rolled.
Yeah, it did. It dropped to 0. What'd you get, Rhea?
So I'm very busy thinking about stealing this ship.
There
I
you
failed
go.
by 2.
2? All right. Well, you were going to notice, quote unquote, just in time. So as you guys are watching them move about the other boat, it's very quiet, and you, Rhea, you will look over to the first mate, who is kind of there at first, just kind of we'll say it's chewing at its claws, and then it'll perk up and then slither off. And that will be the hint to you something is wrong. You then turn around to see a serpentine creature in front of you. And it reaches forward to touch you. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to take our break. So, hope everyone's having, this is my quick, cheap costume change. I got the fangs in, and these are supposed to be scales. So we will meet and have our encounter with the Jengu when we return. I'm going to let the cast take a break, drink, do what we got to do. You know me, Einar. I love dramatic reveals. I actually wanted to do all this earlier. So, all right. But anyway, that being said, let's go ahead and take 5 minute break, maybe 10. We'll see. And I'll see you guys back here for the conclusion of episode 3. And quick, we need Queen Jamil. She's gone off to save the day, of course.
Of course. Yes.
Welcome back to the Nuadan Chronicles. We're going to finish our exciting conclusion of episode 3, where we last left our heroes. These strange serpentine creatures had entered or gotten on board the ship. To describe these creatures, I have the art here, and I wish I could show it to you. Maybe we'll have us retweet it or something like that. But long serpentine bodies, blue, greens, sometimes hints of other colors. They kind of almost have a frill that goes down the back of them. They look very aquatic and yet snake-like at the same time. I can never do them justice. I am not that good of a cosplayer, but this is my attempt. So, let us continue with Ziathania and Rhea. So, Rhea, in front of you is this creature which, I would say, just off the top of it, like, you were too shocked to even begin to process of would you recognize it or not. It is armed with a spear, and there seems to be about a half dozen of them on the ship. And they are sneaking up behind Ziathania as we speak. What do you do?
Well, it was reaching for me, so you know what? I have my trusty book. I'm gonna swat the hand away with the book and just kind of be like, behind you! Like,
all right, so it hisses, and Ziathania, you hear behind you. What do you do?
I'm gonna turn around to look.
All right, there are about 4 or 5 serpentine creatures slithering across the deck towards you, armed with spears and various other melee weapons.
It seemed pretty clear that they're all armed, that we're here to rumble.
Yes, yeah, they are all armed.
Awesome possum. I would like my flamey sword. What was it?
So you can.
My war scythe.
Yeah,
Your war
I spoke
scythe.
with Broken Dice. They explained a little bit. We were running the create object a little bit wrong, but in the moment it worked great. So you do actually have a physical war scythe. So you could grab that instead of cast.
Oh,
Do you want to do
perfect. Then I'll
that,
just
or
grab
do you
my
wanna-
actual war scythe.
There you go. Sounds
But you're
good.
prepared this
All
time.
right, you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not in a bar this time.
So you hear. So as you grab their weapon, 3 of them will move forward to do battle, but you hear this loud hiss from one of the serpentine creatures behind, and everyone holds still. It grabs out of its pouch this strange-looking contraption. It seems to have these metal parts. It's also dripping wet, and it has this parchment that's more like seaweed. And attached to it is a quill. It lets out this hiss, and the quill begins to... God, an audit. Yes, thank you, Penny. The quill begins to move back and forth. Let me check, Ziathania. I'm pretty sure you don't know this, but it's a book, right?
That I don't speak hiss?
Yeah, that is not there. You do not speak this, so a strange language is being scribbled. Yeah, you don't understand. Don't bother looking there.
Is it an
Oh my-
ancient
all right,
and
Mitch,
dead language?
We're gonna take the computer away from you. They're writing down their history. Mitch, don't touch the computer anymore.
Boo. You get -1 to your next roll.
We've been trying to contact you about ship's extended warranty. That's what it says. That's actually great. I love it. That was actually pretty good there. There you go. There we go. All right. It is. You cannot see it, but you can, Ziathania. What do you say?
I'm gonna look back at Rhea in the hopes that she speaks Hiss.
No.
So
if it is a dead language, I got you. But living languages.
The leader will grab the device and slither towards Rhea to see. Guess what? It's Thrasharid.
Yes. Okay. Obviously, I'm taking that. We're friends now. Some random scaly creature just gave me some ancient shit. Yeah, no, we're best friends.
That's how that works.
So that being said, so
Goes
here's
from
the thing,
instant fear to ooh, shiny.
Ooh,
So
shiny.
it's not a perfect translation. Okay, what you're able to gather is that this device takes their language and attempts to put it into Thrasharid, but it's a device and doesn't perfectly interpret. And trust me, I'm the vampire interpreter. Technology is terrible at that. So, yes. So, essentially, what you're reading is that they want to know why you're here.
Can I type back or speak back? Because I can type and speak the Shari.
Well, oh, you want to attempt to? Then, if you, that's right, you can speak.
I will attempt to communicate because I can speak and write and.
Yes, you are attempting to speak language that you're not even sure if you have the vocal cords to communicate. As you speak,
if they're using the Shar, it's.
Yeah, as you speak, the other side there's little it almost looks like a harp, and it will kind of flutter back and forth, and it creates some sort of hiss back. So, what do you say?
So it's asking me what we're doing here.
Yes, more or less.
Okay. Like we are passing through.
So
do you need us to leave? Because we're just trying to pass through here.
Another one of the creatures will hiss to the one that's talking to you. And they will seem to communicate. And it will hiss back, and the writing will say, tell the others to come off the ship.
1 second, and then I'll look at Ziathania. Like, do you know how to use an intercom to call them back? They want the others to come back.
Yes,
Ship,
yes, I know how to use it.
Oh.
Like, ship is not my thing.
Ship. I don't speak ship. I speak.
I don't speak ship. Apparently, I speak sort of.
Yes.
Sort of hiss. In between hiss.
All right, so Ziathania, as you reach for the intercom, the other creatures will watch you warily, but they do not make any attempts to stop you or injure you.
So I will.
So you have the intercom.
Attention, gentlemen, captain, and wooden Jothin and engineer Tally. You should return to the ship pretty quickly.
I haven't even gotten started.
Pretty very
You've not
quickly,
gotten
yes.
And
So
then
what do we
I will
do,
relay
those
the
on
information
the
that
ship?
they're coming. Please don't kill them.
God damn it. This better not be Zai's just asking for another bath bomb or something. She is Tally between you and me. She is extra. God damn.
Your secret is safe with me. She's definitely gonna
Good
say
tea
something
here, though.
later.
Okay, let's go.
In
So
our
to
little
get to the
snag,
top deck,
whatever documents and logbooks that there are on his way out of the captain's quarters or the helm.
once you guys get to the main deck of this ship, you will see the serpentine creatures on board your ship. Rokar, I'm not gonna make you roll for it. They are essentially, you have heard tales of creatures that are essentially treated or as mermaids. They are the sirens of the deep, leading sailors to their death.
Do
Aim my
not,
sniper
Not
rifle
me.
at him.
not parlay,
What do you mean parlay?
parlay. Listen,
So
folks.
so it will, the leader, the one that you're speaking to, is like, it looks over.
Yes.
And it will say, "You do not wear the star. Why?"
Uh-huh.
Star.
You mean this kind of star?
Oh,
I'm
the
gonna ask
oil.
for more clarification.
Hey, everybody, I have to step away for just a minute. I'm sorry.
All right. Sounds good. All right. So
Work stuff.
that's okay. Our buddy Anar, I will parrot you, Anar, to deliver any additional information if we have to. Okay. So, yes. So, Ziathanya, you were saying something, and I wanted to encourage you to continue thinking along that regard.
The oil. Jothan was talking about it to me earlier. These that we found, they were anointed with seawater and star oil of some sort, and it seems like these are the sort of people who would be anointed with seawater, no?
Can I do a big brain think on when she says star oil? Try and see like what I can remember about like the certain properties, the way it's used.
Is that
I
the oil
can
from the
use it.
flux crystal? The oil that's coming out of the back of the ship.
Oh yeah,
Tali,
anoint
you
yourself
do
in that.
have
That'll go
knowledge,
well.
Uldris. You do have knowledge, Uldris. It's an intelligence check. You got to roll below a 40. You start with 6 successes since it's esoterically related to a different culture. Actually, no, never mind. Never mind. You don't even have to roll. We can skip that. So the star and its star oil, it is part of the imperial cult to the god queen. And so yeah, that's so they would essentially I should say uniformed members of the Inquisition of Mirath. They're the star, the 9-pointed star, which indicates the 9 council heads, and the star by which the light of the God Queen leads sailors across the ocean. That being said, you do so. Yes, you who have experience with the Inquisition, you know exactly. You can put that together, and yeah. So I will let you act with that.
I don't like that.
So,
Tali's
the
visibly
creatures asked, "You
uncomfortable.
do not wear the star. Why?"
Tali doesn't say shit, but she looks massively uncomfortable.
Like,
Hey, tell him to get the fuck off my ship.
Don't tell them that.
let's not anger the snake men that outnumber us 3-1. So.
Fucking
Yeah.
mermaids.
For once, Tali's just quiet.
I'm gonna speak back. Do we need it to pass? Like, is Adam, are you speaking?
Adam, you're muted. You're muted.
No, I muted. There's dogs moving around, so I figured I didn't want to hear. Sorry. So
We do.
it is translated, hisses back, and it tells you the ones that came before did.
Mhm.
And he indicates the ship.
Well, the ones that came before are not here. So the star definitely did not help them. So can we just go?
When it says not here, it has a very high pitched hiss back, and it says, because we killed them. They did not respect our way.
My job is to learn how to respect different peoples. Teach me.
It will sit back and bewildered at your statement. It looks up at one of the tall, rocky spires. And it says, follow me. And then it will
Okay.
hiss to its compatriot, with it will translate, watch them. If they do anything suspicious, kill the others. That's what it'll write out.
Okay,
Hey, Rhea.
I will relay that to my team. Don't do anything, or they're ordered to kill you. So
I'm not even
You should not
touching
go
anything.
alone.
Yeah.
I
Can you?
I don't really have a choice here.
The hell, we don't have a choice. We have guns.
Tell them I'm your
Okay.
bodyguard. You don't go anywhere
We-
without me.
I will.
Tell them it's a
Try.
religious thing. They seem to like that stuff.
I mean,
Eh,
if it's
I will
religious,
try to
tell them
say-
all of us.
I will try to say. I'll try to say, may my acolyte come with me.
And it says, very well.
Okay. Zathanya with
So
me.
who you bringing with you?
Zathanya.
All of us. Damn.
All right.
I don't want to be on this.
Zathanya.
It will
Zathanya, you're now my acolyte, and you're coming with me. So pretend that I'm important.
I'm gonna be like,
Hell of a day so far.
It plops into the water and slithers over to the rocks. And it will wait for you.
Trying to think if, well, a book, as like all of my tin pieces in the book is not great water, so I'm just gonna put that aside. I guess I'm gonna splish splash in the water unless you can conjure some steps.
No.
I mean,
That works.
Stefan, you can, but it's worth the flux to do that.
Okay, fine. My boots and go.
All right, yeah, you guys plop into the water. You swim, and this creature actually seems to look concerned, and then will slither out and grab the two of you. As you all are paddling, yeah, doggy. So it will pull you, and it hisses back into the thing. It says, "You swim poorly. How did you survive? How did your people survive?"
A on a lot of rocks. On a lot of rocks and boats.
So it will begin to slither up this rock, and it is very tall. It will take some time. I feel like it's not dramatically important to make athletics checks. You guys do your best to climb, and where you begin to stumble, the creature will help you, looking at you as if you are some sort of pathetic creatures.
Just I see it eventually just grabbing me by the back like
Rough and just yeah, there you go. So you get to the top of a small kind of spire. The wind up there is pretty strong, but you guys are able to. But you can see over the next bend through the dagger, and you see your destination. However, there are almost a dozen Marathi ships parked around where you guys are going.
Oh, we're being raided.
Hey, welcome Unmade Gaming.
Hey.
Yes, thank you for rating us. We've got the Jengu showing our heroes. So it will hiss into the device again. The people of the star. They do not respect our ways.
They're not supposed to be here. That is where we need to go.
Mhm.
That's where we wanted to go. To learn. How long have they been here?
It will hiss back and it says one moon a day. And it says, bring your people and the people of the star message. Your ancestors' treatment of ours will no longer be treated. If you are not gone by 2 moons, we will attack and give no quarter.
I understand your message and I respect it and will pass along. Is it possible for us to have an extra day or an extra moon or 2?
You know what? I will let you attempt to persuade the angry, persecuted, murderous serpent creature before you. Make a charisma check.
Yeah, great.
Oh, hey, you can keep correct.
50, 60, 70. Succeed by 1.
1 success rating. Okay. And it hits back. I agree. But though you may see my people of sticks and stones, it will hold on. Before I do that, I want to make sure I'm not. Hold on. I've read a lot about various different cultures and creatures, and I'm going to say something, but I want to make sure I'm talking about them. All right, so you may see us as creatures of sticks and stones. It will dig its claws into its own palm, and it will just kind of slotch its blood on the rocks, and within seconds, for those of us that have seen the movie Alien, that is how quickly its blood just burns through the side of this rock as it begins to hiss further. And it says, your pitiful ships and armor will not. 3 days, or we will come.
May I ask
It will-
one last
Yep.
question of you? If I wanted
Speak,
to
people.
return, if I wanted to return and learn, what would be most appropriate to ask?
It will hiss back. My ancestors learned of your people's, and it will say generosity, but actually no, it says your people's generosity and to not trust it. We simply have no need for war at this time.
Okay. I tried. The anthropologist is killing me. Like, the anthropologist inside me is killing me. I'm like, what? What? I can't
You
learn about these
descend the
cultures?
spire, and you will return to the ship, in which this creature will hiss at his compatriots, and they will all slinker back into the ocean. And you are all together again. What does everyone want to do?
Woo! That was a lot.
Good news and bad news. Which one do you want first?
Bad news always first. Let's go. Bring it on.
Okay. So we're pretty close to our destination. There are 19, 20 Marathi ships surrounding it. So there's that.
Of course, there are.
That's bad news 1. Bad news 2 is these people want us gone, and by us they mean all of us. We have 2 days to get rid of the Marathi, and we have 3 days after that to get whatever we want, and then get the hell out before they apparently melt
3 days
our
total.
ship. We have 3
You have
days
3 days total to do all of that.
Oh,
Mhm.
shit.
Ah,
Okay.
crap. Yeah, this ship
We're
does
talking
not
that
withstand
we
melting.
have 3 days
Oh god.
to get in, get what we need, and get out before they just melt through the ship and kill all of us.
All right.
No questions asked.
Things could have been worse.
Grace, that's not stressful at all. That's fine.
Yeah.
The
And
good
heading
thing won't
over
kill us
there,
for 3
or
days.
Oh god.
We're allowed
so
safe
what's our plan of
passage.
action?
I don't
Let's
know.
get
I
this
think that one
19.
ship could do that in 3 months.
Well, I guess we're gonna see if I can push it to its limits.
So yeah, war is not really my expertise, Warden. So
Oh, well, war never changes. Oh, you meant that warden. My bad. Go ahead.
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response.
That in of itself is a response.
All right. Well, what are we gonna do?
necessarily see. I don't necessarily
I do
see
like,
any way that
broken
one
dice is-
vessel can. Go ahead.
Broken Dice said, "Run the blockade. What could go wrong?" But I'll let you guys continue. I just thought that was priceless. Go ahead, Anar. My apologies.
I don't see any possible way that one vessel can take on how many? Was it
19. It looks like
19?
there. It looks like there was 20, but yeah.
I'll explain that. I don't see any possible way that one vessel can do this at all.
Seeing as it's the Marathi and Let's
I'm very
be honest.
confident. I'm not that confident.
I mean, their navy is unparalleled, so.
Yes, it is. And all respect to the captain, gentleman, he's good, but he's not that good.
Whoa, hold on. You've never seen me run a blockade before.
He's
think
not even
How
that
many
good to
Marathi
begin
blockades
with.
have you run?
3.5. 3.5. 3.5. So good times.
Another idea would be because it goes around the bend, and that's where the ships are. You guys could park your ship across the land and maybe get an idea of what you're looking at. Or you could try to climb that rock again.
Hey,
And
where's
both-
the
both are
first
valid.
mate?
Yeah.
Oh, Queen Jamil. Queen Jamil.
Yeah.
Back in the
Oh,
spot.
Can Queen
Nemesis.
Jamil do recon? Can
Yeah,
we make
I'll
up a
give her
GoPro and stick it on to Queen Jamil?
Yes.
That's actually not a bad idea. I could probably bring that up. For what you wish for.
I'm not saying no to that. Hold on. Let me check something. Let me check these.
Wait a minute, are
Go
we
to the
playing on the
rules
glasses
here.
and seeing how big brain we can really go?
Let's check the technology here.
GoPro.
Hashtag big brain moments.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
I love it.
Yeah, and
If
I don't
was
mind
small,
going up the rocks
I would have
either.
died already because I would have blown up the ship.
Yeah.
Comforting.
Okay. All right. So there's a nice. There's a whole thing for this. Okay. So to let our audience know, there is a whole thing for upgrading items, which I totally did not read up on before we did this.
Because you weren't expecting me
But
to
I like
ask
that.
to make a GoPro.
Yeah, in defense, I was
But I
in
can
our
do
electro
it!
fantasy game. The idea of like, let's build a drone on our snake ferret companion and send him out. That is not what was.
I could have told you
How
that
did
would
you
have
not
happened.
see that
That's
coming?
iconic to me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. They have a whole system for this, with spending points and all that other business. I will look up the details later because I think for the story, it is much better here.
So
Sounds
should
like
I
a
roll?
brainstorming
So
session.
we'll know for next
If
time.
we were running, if we were running our own tabletop game, I would, in which there was an audience watching us, I would totally take a break and do on this. But I think for the story, it sounds like fun. So here's what your characters kind of come up with. In your current state of technology, no, you couldn't do this. Man, if only you had some sort of visual system that could like lay stuff out. Wait a minute, there's that projector. We could maybe try to, we could hot wire and or MacGuffin this projector, which will break it. I will say it will not be usable, so you won't be able to. But it's possible for Tally to essentially create kind of like I'm thinking like echolocation, like, shoots it out. It will render that back to you.
Well,
and whatever other
feel
bullshit I
like-
just said.
I
But-
feel like I've done all of the things on there. But breaking it.
So that's up to you. Or you could try the old-fashioned way. We can run the blockade. I'm leaving this up to you guys because I haven't written that much of the next adventure. So what do you guys want to do?
I want to build a thing!
But my
Yeah.
projector.
Tally's like vibrating. But I
So
could
what's
do it.
the
This is a possibility.
It is a possibility. I mean, you've definitely. This would not be the first time you've got your hands on some of this technology, but not this technology. This is my technology. And I'm
I
terrified.
want to
Sold.
pro the more I practice with it.
All right. So I'm going to toss out a couple other things here too. Einar is busy for a quick second, but still, he does have the captain's log. Oh, you do have the captain's log, which might detail what the Mirath are up to.
Then I think I'm going to have to sit down and have a read.
All right, you're going to give it a quick perusal. Like, everyone's like, all right,
Okay.
crap, what do we do? So, this captain, only a few weeks ago, got this assignment, and they are working for the Inquisition. The Inquisition is actually, at this point in time, a standing branch in the Marathi military. Over in Marathi, magic is frowned upon if you are a mage. By the way, Ziathanya, you don't like the Inquisition.
Fuck those guys.
Magic is frowned upon. As a matter of fact, Yuldris is one of the few places, depending on where you are in Yuldris, that magic is kind of okay. So their overall goal seems to be they believe. So they are this branch of the Inquisition is head over here because they believe they are exhuming the body of the Watchers, of one of the Watchers.
Okay.
And you got, yeah, the Watchers is a little bit more of an esoteric belief in regards to the Marathi. But actually, Raquel's character, Sally.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Nope, go ahead.
So, Raquel, you will know that the Watchers are these. So, to give a quick lore dump in regards to the Imperial cult, when Marathi was founded, essentially, they're on their native land and their continent. Ages and ages ago, there were horrible monsters and creatures that lived in the forest. So mages appease these creatures, sacrifices, all these terrible things, and they're the only ones that got any power. Eventually, someone overthrew them. And that leader, actually, once they were overthrown, everyone got together and tried to build this new nation, and all almost instantly fell apart until this water seer told them was able to unite them. When she died, after that, it is believed, whether or not it's true, there was a new star in the sky. And that is essentially, they believe, to be the god queen. And she leads the sailors, because Marathi is very naval culture, maritime, sailing culture. That is their guiding star, as it were. That being said, there are strange lights in the sky every now and again. And if you possess a telescope, so you guys might know, there are bright objects that are much brighter and closer to essentially Nuadan than anything else. These are believed to be the Watchers, things that were created by those that came before to observe the world on behalf of the god queen. So what they believe is whatever you're going to look into, wherever this projector leads to, is the body of this creature. Whether or not it's a creature or it's something else, you don't know. So to them, this could be a holy pilgrimage. Dealing with religious people that have an inquisition, they're completely reasonable.
Totes.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, so that's their goal. So, do we have a plan? Or do we want to explore a plan?
I think we should go sneaky sneak.
Yeah, I
Overland
agree.
sneaky sneak sounds like a good idea to me.
All right.
Or
It
at
sounds
least
like
going up to the tower to maybe get a better look, one or the other.
Gotcha. Well, that being said, sneaking or crawling up on the sounds like our next adventure for our group of heroes in the Nuadan Chronicles. So, that being said, I think we'll go ahead and end the episode here. I hope everyone had a good time. I had a great time. I hope you guys enjoyed my makeup. I was going to do this last minute, but I did a test and then didn't feel like taking it all off. So, thank you for tuning in. I want to just give a quick shout out to everyone that has made all of this possible. And let me pull that up. Random people are sending me messages. That's always when everyone wants to talk to me, is when I'm in the middle of stuff.
I feel that.
Yeah, exactly. All right, but so this season here on Weave the Tale, it's been sponsored by Black Void Games, Evil Hat Productions, Crystal Gray, Smunchy Games, Broken Dice, Mighty Norwal, and Araucana Media. I hope I'm saying that right. Mitch, if I'm saying it wrong, you can correct me when we get to you. But they made this season possible here at Weave the Tale. If you're enjoying us, please click follow. If you're enjoying us even more, you can subscribe if you want to support us either here, both, or separately. We are on Patreon. And you can go ahead and support Weave the Tale there. If you like us just individually, I like, does everyone like my fancy sheet as my costume? I'm so fancy over here.
Yes.
It's really hot.
Okay, I'm wearing a striped t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
It's whatever works.
All right. Exactly. So I hope you guys had fun. I'm the Vampire Interpreter. If you enjoyed watching me, you can find me here at TTRP Theater, where you can see my two seasons of Sinners and Saints. There's also my new show, The Vampire Interprets, where I talk about various topics in gaming. And you can catch me tomorrow on Zweihander RPG for Silver. And let's go ahead and we'll let everybody talk about all the fun things they're doing. So if you're enjoying us, you can do that. We'll go over to Raquel. Go ahead.
Hi everybody, I'm Raquel Skellington. You can find me at Raquel Skellington on every form. Most of the time, I'm posting frequently Instagram, so if you want to see whatever crazy I'm up to, whatever photo shoots I'm doing, or alert attending, you can follow me there.
Let's jump down to you, John.
Hello everybody. Jonathan. You can find me online in varying forms of my favorite username, Nocturnus. There is stuff that I am involved in right now, besides being able to go back and catch me on the previous 2 seasons of Sinners and Saints at TTRP Theater. You can also find me on TikTok, where I am one of the admins running a virtual LARP called Exeter by Night.
Awesome. Actually, we're going to jump over you, Mitch, since you probably got a lot to say before we go out. We'll jump over to, there we go. We'll jump over to you, Catherine.
I'm Catherine. You can find me also on TTRP Theater, where I've been in the 2 seasons of Sinners. You can also find me on Instagram at Small Fry.
Awesome, and jumping up to you, Alex.
Hi, I'm Lex. You can find me on Instagram at a redhead vixen if you want to follow any of my photo shoots or any of the themes that we're doing right now. You can see me in the previous 2 seasons of Sinners and Saints on TTRP Theater. I will also be on Level Up _TTV, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. We're launching season 2 of Vancouver by Night, and I'm sure that will go not horribly.
Awesome. And last but certainly not least, we will go to Weave the Tale, Penny for a Tale man himself, Mitch. Mitch, tell us all the stuff you do, or whatever it is you want to do, leading us out.
All right. So, other than the True campaign, which is coming up on Penny for a Tale, the sponsored campaign by Riot Minds, should be. It's going to be awesome. Yeah. It's going to be awesome, so definitely check that out. It will be pre-recorded. The VODs will be coming out on Penny for a Tale. After that, at the end of March, April, we're looking at a Kickstarter to fund our campaign for our podcast, led up by Renee. So definitely go into Discord and figure out how you can support. It's going to be a really fun. We had over 140 applications for that particular show. And it was really hard to get it down to several amazing people, but it looks like it's going to be amazing. The other and final thing I will leave people with is my own game, Necropunk, is coming out in May on Kickstarter, a post-apocalyptic TTRPG that uses a card system adapted from the Italian game El Ingraggio. So that is going to be really cool. Definitely check my socials as well as the Discord for updates, as a quick start should be coming out soonish. But other than that, that's it. That's it for me today.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining in for episode 3 of the Nuadan Chronicles. We will see you next week for episode 4, where we will try to figure out how to get past the merciless Marathi Inquisition and try to figure out what this body of the Watcher is. And this is, I expect, to be so much further along campaign than I thought it was going to be. So we'll see what happens. All right, I'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
These are the tales we weave. Tales of magic. Tales of mystery. Tales exploring the beyond. And while we continue to grow, even more adventures await. In the depths of the unknown. Will you join us in the telling?